Hey streamers, welcome back to Streamer's Guide. Today's video is one you don't want to miss, especially if you're a Firestick user. Amazon is reportedly getting ready to roll out a brand new operating system called Vega OS later this year. And here's the important part, it's not based on Android. Why does that matter? Well, if things go the way some leaks are pointing, we could be looking at a Firestick that no longer supports sideloading. That means third-party app stores might be out, apps like Kodi and IPTV players could be blocked, and you'd lose that freedom to install whatever APKs you want. In short, it could become a locked-down system, just like Roku or Apple TV. Now, if that freedom, the ability to install what you want, how you want, is something you rely on, don't worry. I've got your backup plan ready. In this video, I'm walking you through 5 seriously underrated streaming boxes that make excellent Firestick alternatives. Every single one runs Android or Google TV, fully supports sideloading, and keeps you in full control of your setup. These aren't the usual mainstream picks like the Nvidia Shield or Google Streamer. We're going deeper into those lesser known but powerful devices most people don't even know about. Quick before we start, if you don't want to miss more helpful videos like this, hit subscribe, like, comment, and tap the bell to stay updated. So if you're ready to find a new streaming box that lets you keep things open and flexible, let's get right into the list, starting with number 5. 5. Mecool KM9 Pro Max. Let's start with number 5, the Mecool KM9 Pro Max. Why is this one worth checking out? 2 big reasons. First, you get the full official Google TV interface, smooth, familiar, and easy to use. Second, you're getting 32 gigabytes of internal storage, which is rare at this price. You can usually pick one up for around $80. That means plenty of room for streaming apps, IPTV players, retro emulators. In the box, you'll find an HDMI cable, the power adapter, the manual, and a Bluetooth remote with shortcuts for all the usual suspects like YouTube, Netflix, and Prime Video. The box itself is simple, matte black, compact, and clean. It has LED indicators on the front, and it won't draw attention sitting next to your TV. Around back, you'll find a practical selection of ports. HDMI 2.1 for high resolution output, SPDF optical out if you're connecting to older audio gear, and even an AV port, which is a nice touch for older televisions that don't support HDMI. You've also got 2 USB 2.0 ports for things like flash drives or peripherals, and a 100 megabits per second Ethernet port for stable wired streaming. Under the hood, it's powered by a Realtek RTD 1325 quad-core processor with graphics handled by the Mali G57 GPU. It includes 2 gigabytes of LPDDR4 RAM, and again, that standout 32 gigabytes of internal storage, with about 28 gigabytes actually available for you to use. That's a lot more than you'll get on most streamers in this price range. It runs Google TV, built on top of AndroidTV 12, so you're getting that familiar layout with all the modern features. In terms of playback, it supports 4K at 60 Hz, which is perfect for most TVs. You're also getting HDR10, HDR10 Plus, and HLG for better contrast and color, Dolby Audio for solid sound quality, and full support for the AV1 codec, which is becoming more important as streaming platforms start adopting it for better compression. Chromecast is built in too, so you can cast from your phone anytime. So what's the catch? It's mainly performance. While it works fine overall, it can have a bit of delay of a 2 to 3 second when switching between apps or navigating the interface. It's not unusable, but if you're used to snappy response times, you'll feel it. Also, Disney Plus has had trouble loading content at times, and unfortunately, there's no Dolby Vision support here either. Bottom line, the Mecool KM9 Pro Max gives you tons of storage and the full Google TV experience. If you want flexibility and lots of space for apps, it's a smart pick. Just know it's not the fastest box on this list. Number 4, StrongLeap S3. All right, moving up to number 4. Let's talk about a device that really surprised me in the best way, the StrongLeap S3. This is one of the best budget-friendly Google TV boxes available right now, especially if you're in the UK or EU. But honestly, no matter where you're watching from, this one deserves your attention if you're looking for solid performance without spending a fortune. Let's start with the price because it's definitely part of what makes this box stand out. You can usually pick one up for around $112, which when you consider everything it comes with makes it a total steal. Inside the box, you're getting the basics, but done right. You'll find the device itself, a standard HDMI cable, the power adapter, and a Bluetooth remote that comes with batteries included. I know that sounds small, but it's actually a really nice touch. Too many devices skimp out on that. So props to Strong for including everything you need to get started right out of the box. Now about that remote. It's Bluetooth, which means you don't have to point it directly at the device like you would with old school IR remotes. You can control your box from across the room, even with the box tucked behind your TV. It's got shortcut buttons for streaming apps like Netflix and YouTube, and a dedicated button for Google Assistant, which lets you use voice search or control playback hands-free. You've also got all the standard controls for volume, channels, and navigation, so you won't be reaching for your TV remote all the time. When it comes to design, the box itself is nothing flashy, and that's a good thing. It's compact, black, and low profile. It's meant to sit quietly in your entertainment center and just do its job. Now let's talk about ports. The Leap S3 gives you the basics, but they've made smart choices here. You've got an SPDIF optical output, which is perfect for hooking up to an older soundbar or AV receiver. There's a 100 megabit per second Ethernet port for wired internet, great if your Wi-Fi is spotty, and a standard HDMI port to connect to your TV. There's also a USB port on the side that can be used to install updates or play media from a flash drive. Under the hood, the StrongLeap S3 runs on AndroidTV version 11, giving you access to the full Google TV interface, apps from the Play Store, and all the modern features you expect. It's powered by an Amlogic S905Y4 processor, which is a quad-core CPU that handles video decoding and general UI navigation quite well. For graphics, it uses the ARM G31MP2 GPU, which is fairly standard in this price range, but still more than capable for high-res video. In terms of memory and storage, you're getting 2 gigabytes of RAM, which is enough to keep things running smoothly for typical streaming tasks, and 16 gigabytes of eMMC storage. After the system takes its share, you're left with about 8.5 gigabytes of usable space, which is enough for a solid mix of apps. Think Kodi, TiviMate, Plex, and a few IPTV players with room to spare. Streaming performance is where the Leap S3 really punches above its weight. You're getting 4K playback at 60 frames per second and support for advanced video formats like HDR10, HDR10 Plus, and even Dolby Vision, which is usually missing from devices in this price tier. Audio-wise, it supports Dolby Atmos, giving you immersive surround sound if you've got a compatible sound system. Connectivity is solid too. It includes dual-band Wi-Fi, which means better speed and stability, whether you're close to your router or a few rooms away. And with Bluetooth 5.0, you can pair up wireless headphones, game controllers, or even a keyboard if you want to expand your setup. And yes, Chromecast is built in, so you can cast videos, music, and photos directly from your phone or tablet with just a tap. So why is the StrongLeap S3 such a good pick? Well, aside from the obvious value, the box just works. The setup process is fast, especially if you're using the Google Home app. You can have it up and running in minutes. The interface is clean, responsive, and customizable. You can rearrange your apps, disable recommendations, and make the home screen work the way you want it to. Most importantly, for those of you watching this, because of the possible Firestick lockdown, the Leap S3 fully supports sideloading. That means you can install any APK you want, whether it's IPTV, Apps Kodi, or other third-party tools. No hoops to jump through, no weird workarounds. Bottom line on the StrongLeap S3, if you're looking for a budget-friendly box that gives you full Android flexibility without sacrificing too much on speed or quality, this is it. It's reliable, customizable, and offers features that honestly shouldn't be this cheap, making it one of the smartest Firestick alternatives you can grab right now. The Orbsmart GD1 streaming stick. Now at number 3, we've got a device that really surprised me with just how much it packs into such a small form. If you're someone who loves the portability and simplicity of the Firestick form factor, but you're ready to break free from Amazon's ecosystem, this one deserves a serious look. Price-wise, the GD1 sits at around $80, which puts it squarely in the mid-range zone. But for what it delivers in terms of performance, flexibility, and the overall experience, I'd say it punches well above that price tag. First off, let's talk about the design and setup. This is a true plug-and-play stick, meaning it connects directly into the HDMI port on the back of your TV and just stays out of sight. It's compact, sleek, and practically disappears once installed. No box cluttering up your media shelf. In the box, you'll find everything you need to get started. There's the Orbsmart GD1 stick itself, a USB-C power cable, and a voice-enabled remote control. The inclusion of a USB-C connection here is a nice step up from the dated micro USB you still see on many other devices. You also get an HDMI extension cable, which is useful if your TV's HDMI ports are in a tight spot, and of course a quick start manual. One cool thing I really like, depending on your TV's specs, you may be able to power this stick directly from the TV's USB port, cutting down on cable clutter entirely. No wall adapter required. That kind of minimalist setup is always a win in my book. So let's talk about what powers this device. The GD1 runs on AndroidTV 11, which means you get the clean, familiar Google interface, full access to the Play Store, and most importantly, complete sideloading freedom. That's critical if you're looking to install third-party apps, APKs, or customized IPTV. Under the hood, it's built around a quad-core processor, which gives the system a smooth, responsive feel when navigating menus or jumping between apps. Paired with 2 GB of RAM, it handles multitasking well for a stick-style device. It also includes 16 GB of internal storage, and after system files, you get about 12 GB of usable space. Definitely enough to load up your essentials without running out of room too quickly. Where the GD1 really shines is performance. App launch times are fast. YouTube and Netflix, for example, open almost instantly. No frustrating delays, no hanging splash screens. The UI feels lightweight and optimized, which is a big deal for a compact streamer like this. Whether you're watching live TV via IPTV or just binging Netflix, it performs like a champ. When it comes to wireless connectivity, it includes dual-band Wi-Fi, which means you'll get a solid, stable signal whether you're close to your router or a few rooms away. It also has Bluetooth 4.0, so you can connect a wide range of peripherals like wireless headphones, gamepads, or even keyboards. For video playback, the Orbsmart GD1 supports full 4K resolution at 60 frames per second with HDR built in, so you'll get punchy colors and strong contrast if your TV supports it. The visuals are smooth and sharp, and thanks to the efficient processor, you don't get that stuttering or buffering you sometimes see on cheaper sticks. The experience is polished and reliable. It also comes with Chromecast built in, which makes it easy to cast videos or apps directly from your phone or tablet. Great for parties, quick shares, or switching between devices. And of course, Google Assistant is available right from the remote, so you can control playback, search for content, or even adjust smart home devices with just your voice. Here's a nice bonus. The Orbsmart GD1 often ships with popular apps pre-installed, including Paramount Plus, Apple TV, and Twitch. It's a small detail, but it means you can get up and running a little quicker without diving straight into the Play Store. So who's this stick really for? It's ideal for users who want compact power and full freedom. If you're used to the Firestick and like the convenience of a small device that just plugs in and disappears, this will feel right at home. But with none of the upcoming Fire TV limitations. You'll still be able to sideload whatever you want, control your experience, and enjoy a faster, cleaner interface. Bottom line, on the Orbsmart GD1, this is a great pick for anyone who wants the speed and flexibility of a mid-tier Android box, but in the form factor of a stick. It's quick, clean, and gives you full control over your apps and streaming content, all without the clutter of a full set-top box. And considering what Amazon's planning with Vega OS, a device like this could be your ticket to staying fully in charge of your streaming setup. No restrictions, no lock-ins. 2. Thomson 240 streaming box. Now we're getting into serious territory. Coming in at number 2 is the Thomson 240 streaming box, and trust me, this one's got everything a movie lover could ask for, including some features you rarely see at this price point. You can usually find this box priced around $69, which puts it right in the mid-tier category, but don't let that fool you. What you're getting here easily rivals some of the higher-end Android TV boxes when it comes to features, ports, and overall viewing quality. Let's start with one of its standout features, the remote. The moment you pick it up, you can tell it's more advanced than your average streaming box remote. It's got a full numeric keypad, which is incredibly useful if you use IPTV apps or channels where you want to jump straight to a number. It also has a dedicated profile switching button for Google TV, so if you're sharing the box with other people in the household, you can quickly swap between user profiles, each with their own recommendations and layout. There are shortcut buttons for popular apps, of course, and Google Assistant is built in, letting you control the box, search for shows, or ask questions using voice commands. But one of my favorite touches? The remote includes infrared control, so it can actually turn your TV on or off and adjust the volume. That means for most of you, this could fully replace your standard TV remote. A surprisingly convenient feature that really adds to the overall experience. Now let's talk about connectivity, because this box doesn't skimp on ports. You've got two full-size USB-A ports, which are great for plugging in flash drives, keyboards, or wireless dongles. There's an HDMI 2.1 port for ultra-smooth video and audio output. An optical audio out is available for connecting to older or higher-end audio systems, and you also get a 100 megabits per second Ethernet port for those who prefer a wired connection for maximum stability. On the wireless side, the Thomson 240 supports dual-band Wi-Fi 5, so it can handle both 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz bands for better speed and range. It also includes Bluetooth 5.0, giving you the option to pair it with wireless headphones, speakers, or game controllers. Under the hood, the box is powered by the Amlogic S905Y4 processor, a reliable and efficient chip for video processing. It's paired with 2 GB of RAM, which may not sound huge, but is more than enough to keep Google TV running smoothly for streaming and basic multitasking. You're getting 8 GB of internal storage, which is on the modest side, but with the USB ports available, it's easy to expand using external drives. The interface is Google TV, based on AndroidTV version 12, so everything looks clean, modern, and easy to navigate. You'll get personalized content suggestions, voice integration, app recommendations, and the full Google Play Store for all your favorite streaming apps. Now here's where this box really earns its spot on the list. The video features. You're getting full 4K resolution at 60 frames per second, which delivers crisp and fluid visuals, whether you're watching movies, sports, or live TV. But more importantly, it supports the AV1 codec, which is a newer, more efficient compression standard. Platforms like YouTube and Netflix are starting to adopt it, and having support for AV1 means you'll get better quality streaming with lower bandwidth usage. That's a win for users with slower connections or data caps. On the audio side, it supports Dolby Atmos, so if you've got a compatible soundbar or home theater setup, you'll get that immersive spatial sound that really brings movies to life. It also features adaptive HDR, which automatically adjusts the HDR tone mapping to match your display's capabilities, giving you the best possible image across all types of content, dark scenes, bright landscapes, whatever you're watching. But one feature that absolutely sets this box apart, especially at this price, is automatic refresh rate switching. Now, if you're a serious streamer or movie buff, you probably know how important this is. Instead of locking your display to one refresh rate, which can lead to stuttery playback when watching movies filmed at 24 frames per second, this box automatically matches your display's refresh rate to the content you're watching. That means zero judder, smoother motion, and a viewing experience that feels closer to what the director intended. This is a feature normally reserved for much more expensive streamers, and it's incredibly rare to see it implemented this well on a budget-friendly device. So overall, the Thomson 240 is doing something pretty special. It's taking features usually found in boxes that cost twice as much and offering them in an accessible package with minimal compromises. Whether you're watching movies on Plex, streaming IPTV channels, or just binging Netflix, it feels fast, looks sharp, and stays responsive. Bottom line on the Thomson 240, this is a dream box for anyone who loves movies, sharp video, and rich audio. The auto refresh rate switching alone would make it a strong contender, but add in Dolby Atmos, AV1 support, a great remote, and solid build quality, and you've got a streaming box that goes far beyond what its price tag would suggest. If cinematic quality and flexibility matter to you, this is easily one of the best Firestick alternatives you can buy right now. Number 1, Rocktech GX1, and here we are. The number 1 pick on this list, and for good reason. Meet the Rocktech GX1, a powerhouse Android TV box that combines excellent hardware, future-proof features, and some impressive AI-powered technology you don't often see under the $100 mark. Price-wise, it sits just under that triple-digit threshold, around $90 depending on where you grab it. But trust me, for what this box is offering, that's a seriously good deal. When you open the box, you get everything you'd expect from a high-end streamer. The Rocktech GX1 unit, a well-built Google-certified remote with voice support, a power adapter, an HDMI cable, and a quick start guide. The remote itself is compact, clean, and gives you full Google Assistant functionality, so whether you want to search for content, open apps, or control smart home devices, it's just one press and a voice command away. As for the box design, it's clean and functional, but it's really what's inside and around the back that matters here. In terms of connectivity, you're getting an HDMI 2.1 port, which means the box is ready for the latest 4K TVs with high refresh rates and better bandwidth for video and audio. It also includes an Ethernet port limited to 100 megabits per second, which isn't blazing fast but still solid for most streaming tasks. Alongside that, you'll find an optical audio output for older or high-end audio setups, an AV port for legacy TVs, and two USB 2.0 ports. Great for flash drives, gamepads, or even keyboards. Now let's dive into what makes this box so impressive under the hood. The GX1 is powered by the Realtek RTD1325 processor, a quad-core ARM Cortex A55 chip that handles demanding video tasks with ease. But what sets it apart from most boxes on this list is the 4 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM. That's twice as much memory as most streaming devices in this category. That extra RAM doesn't just sound nice on paper, it makes a real difference when multitasking, switching between apps, or running something heavy like emulators or high bitrate IPTV streams. For internal storage, you're getting 32 gigabytes of space, and most of that is available to use. So there's plenty of room for your favorite apps, cached media, or even large APK files. No need to worry about constantly clearing space or juggling installs. The GX1 runs on AndroidTV 12, giving you all the latest updates, enhanced app compatibility, and the modern Google TV experience, complete with smart content recommendations, multiple profiles, and full Play Store access. It's snappy, it's responsive, and everything just feels smooth when using it. On the wireless side, the Rocktech GX1 doesn't hold back either. It's equipped with Wi-Fi 6, which is still rare in this price category. That means faster, more stable internet performance if you're streaming in high resolution or sharing bandwidth in a busy home. It also supports Bluetooth 5.2, so you can pair it easily with controllers, wireless audio, or accessories like an Air Mouse or keyboard. And now for the good stuff, the media capabilities. This box can stream 4K at 60 frames per second with support for a wide range of HDR formats, including HDR10, Adaptive HDR, HLG, and yes, Dolby Vision. That last one is a big deal for movie lovers, and something a lot of even premium boxes skip over. Add to that AV1 codec support, which ensures you're ready for next-gen streaming formats used by services like YouTube and Netflix, and you're well covered on the video front. Audio support is top tier too. The GX1 comes with Dolby MS-12 certification, which means that you're getting full support for Dolby Atmos, DTS:X, and other advanced surround formats, whether you're using HDMI pass-through or optical output. But what really makes the Rocktech GX1 stand out isn't just the specs, it's the AI enhancements built into the system. First, there's AIPQ, which stands for AI Picture Quality. This feature uses real-time processing to improve image sharpness, contrast, and color accuracy, and it works across all types of content. Whether you're watching an old show or a modern 4K film, it tweaks things on the fly for a noticeably crisper picture without feeling artificial. Then there's AISR, or AI Super Resolution. This tech intelligently upscales lower resolution content to look sharper and clearer on 4K displays. It's not just basic stretching, it adds edge detail and smooths out rough areas to genuinely improve how older or low bitrate content looks. It's especially impressive for those who watch older shows, use retro emulators, or stream from sources that don't always deliver in full HD. What's more surprising is how these AI enhancements even improve casual gaming performance. While the chipset doesn't include Vulkan support, which some games require for advanced graphics, the AI features help smooth out visuals and boost clarity on titles available through Google Play. It's not a gaming console, of course, but for cloud gaming or light Android titles, it's more than capable. All of this works seamlessly in the background while you stream, search, and use your favorite apps. No tweaking, no digging into menus. It's just smart enhancements working behind the scenes to make your content look and sound better. Bottom line on the Rocktech GX1. This is a streaming box for users who want power, flexibility, and future-proof features without paying Shield TV prices. The AI-enhanced visuals, 4 gigabytes of RAM, Dolby Vision, and Atmos support, and Wi-Fi 6 all make it a top-tier choice, not just for today's streaming needs, but for the formats and apps coming next. If you're ready to ditch the Firestick and want a serious upgrade that doesn't lock you down in any way, the GX1 is absolutely the one to beat. Conclusion, your streaming freedom, your choice. So there you have it. 5 amazing alternatives that will keep you firmly in control of your streaming experience, even if the Fire TV ecosystem gets locked down as predicted. Whether you're looking for a super compact, budget-friendly option that still delivers like the Strong Leap S3, perfect if you want reliability without breaking the bank. A smooth speed and convenience in a tiny stick format, which the Orbsmart GD1 provides effortlessly. A truly cinema quality experience with features like automatic refresh rate switching, then the Thomson 240 is your go-to. A box that prioritizes massive storage for all your apps and media, like the Mecool KM9 Pro Max, or an AI-powered beast with top-tier specs and intelligent enhancements where the Rocktech GX1 truly shines. There's a perfect option right here in this list to ensure your streaming setup remains fully customizable, open, and exactly the way you want it. Which one of these underrated boxes impressed you the most? Do you have another hidden gem that you think should be on this list? I'd love to hear your thoughts, so please drop them in the comments below. If this deep dive into Firestick alternatives was helpful for you, please do me a huge favor and smash that like button. It really helps the channel. And if you want more no-fluff, straight-to-the-point tech reviews and streaming guides, make sure you subscribe and tap that notification bell so you don't miss out on the next video. As always, all the links to these devices, where available, will be in the description below for you to check out. Thanks so much for watching Streamer's Guide. I'll catch you in the next video.